Josh Betar for From the Stands, gearing up for the UFC 300 watch party here at the Star Casino on the Gold Coast, presented by our friends over at Howler. And I'm joined alongside the man who is returning to action June 22, coming up against Khamzat Chimaev in the main event of the first ever Saudi Arabian card. None other than the former middleweight champion, Rob Whittaker. Rob, thank you for the time, man. I appreciate it. You guys got here yesterday. There was Comic-Con going on.
There was.
Would you rather be there right now?
I can't answer that, but yes. If I had known Comic-Con was on, I would have tried to come a little earlier. I've never been, but I'm very keen to try it.
We just watched Bo Nickal's performance against Cody Brundage. I guess your immediate thoughts after that fight?
Yeah, well, obviously I give it a bit of guff when there's cameras or microphones put on me about the other middleweights in the division, but his skill set is legit. I've never said anything otherwise. He's All-American. He's been boxing his entire life. Cody surprised me. I thought Cody was going to fold much earlier in the fight, but Bo had a game plan. He went in there with dogged determination and executed it.
Speaking on your next fight, I did a bit of research, and this is actually the quickest turnaround for you since 2017, and it was right before your title win against Yoel Romero. And I guess, heading into this fight, it's a big fight, and activity is like you said, what you would like. So I guess, how pleasing is it knowing that your next fight is booked and squared away, and it's you got something, a focus in mind?
Yeah, no, it's very good. I've always told you that. I've told everyone that'll listen that my timeline for fighting is just when I'm healthy and when I'm hardy, and if my head's there, my body's there, I'll take the fights, and that's what happened today. I got offered the fight with Khamzat. I'm in good condition. Fought not too long ago, so I'm fit, I'm strong, and yeah, well, why not? I love making history. First card in Saudi Arabia, so to be able to get there, never fought there, new country, new population, bringing the sport to a new area of the world, I cannot wait.
Are there any similarities heading into this fight, obviously with the activity? Like I mentioned, you fought Jacare Souza back in the day and then Yoel Romero. Is there any similarities from then until now, and as you head into this really important fight against Khamzat?
Honestly, nothing that really stands out to me. I didn't even think about it until you told me. It's just that, yeah, my head is there, my body's there, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling dangerous, so why not?
When we spoke a few weeks ago, like we mentioned before, Perth was obviously the target in August, and timeline-wise, and obviously the missed out fights in Perth, obviously it made sense. Now that fight isn't happening in Perth, was there any thought in your mind to maybe not take this fight against Khamzat and wait till Perth, or was that sort of never considered?
No, it's never been considered. I'm a UFC fighter. I fight for the UFC. UFC offer me a fight. I'm not one to turn it down. I've never ducked, denied, or turned down fights. I'm like just on my own cuff, right? It's part of the job. Plus, I'm excited as well. I am disappointed I can't fight in Perth, but mate, I get to be main event in Saudi Arabia. Why not?
On that fight in Perth, it looks like, from the rumour that it's going to be Israel and DDP at the moment. If that fight comes to fruition, if all goes well against Khamzat, which I'm sure it will, you come out of that unscathed. Is there any chance you would potentially put yourself as a backup for that fight? I know guys that get put as a backup, more than not do get the next title shot. I know this is a number one contender's fight, but is that something you would consider?
Honestly, my calendar doesn't go past June 22nd right now. I need to get through that. And yeah, much like every other time I've been asked this question, winning opens doors. Winning, and the world's my oyster. So I'm going to make sure I put all my efforts and energy into that.
Last one from me, man. I know most fighters will say the next fight is the most important one. I feel like where you are in your career, this is the most important fight, because I feel like you're back right before the DDP fight where you win your next fight, you're in line for a title shot. For you and the way your career is right now, would you consider this the most important fight of your career?
It always is. I'm going to hit you with a stock standard question answer again. Mate, the next fight is always the most important fight. Like I said, the sport and the culture and just like the way it works and the way everything lines up with pay and everything, winning opens doors. It doesn't matter who you are or what you've done. Like, if you win fights, you'll get to the top, and it'll open doors for you. You'll get more sponsors, you'll get more looks, you'll get better contracts. Just winning opens doors. So spend your energy wisely. Invest that time into yourself, and just making sure you can secure those wins.
Mate, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for the time. I really appreciate it. All the best in preparation for June 22nd. I'm sure we'll chat again before then, but thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob.